Hey warrior, we live in a world that tells us to hustle harder, push faster, and fight relentlessly for everything we want. Society tells us that success is reserved only for those who burn themselves out, for those who sacrifice sleep, relationships, and peace in exchange for achievement. Everywhere we look, the message is clear. If you're not grinding, you're failing. And yet, despite the endless hours, the constant struggle, the sacrifices, so many people still feel unfulfilled. So many people still feel like their dreams are just out of reach. But what if I told you that the answer doesn't lie in doing more? What if the ancient Stoics, those great thinkers and leaders of the Roman world, discovered a completely different path? A path that isn't about forcing life to bend to your will, but about learning to move with it, to flow with it, and to harness the natural order of the universe in your favor. Marcus Aurelius, the Emperor of Rome, a man whose power could have crushed entire nations, wrote in his private journal, "Confine yourself to the present." He understood something profound. When you stop resisting life, when you stop struggling against the current, you stop exhausting yourself. You begin to see clearly, you begin to act wisely. And often, miracles begin to appear, not because you demanded them, but because your presence, your clarity, and your alignment created space for them to emerge naturally. The Stoics were not passive dreamers. They were warriors, warriors of the mind and soul, who conquered through wisdom, restraint, and deliberate action, not through frantic struggle. Think about water for a moment. Water doesn't fight the rocks in its path. It doesn't throw tantrums when a boulder blocks its way. It flows over them, around them, through them, shaping the land silently, persistently, naturally. This is the essence of what I want to teach you today. The power of relaxed intention, the art of holding your desires lightly while trusting the process. The Stoics call it amor fati, the love of fate, the embrace of life exactly as it unfolds. When you're constantly stressed about your goals, when you grip so tightly that your knuckles turn white, you're actually repelling the very things you desire. Anxiety creates resistance, and resistance blocks the flow of abundance. Desperation, tension, and neediness push away opportunities, no matter how well you plan, no matter how talented you are. The Stoics understood this. They knew that control is often an illusion and that trying to force life only leads to frustration. But here's the beautiful paradox. When you relax, when you stop fighting, when you allow life to unfold as it should, you become magnetic. Opportunities appear. The right people, circumstances, and resources begin to align around you, not because you chased them frantically, but because your energy has shifted. You are calm, clear, and ready. Today, I am going to walk you through 10 Stoic rules that will transform how you approach life, desire, and manifestation. These aren't vague theories. They are practical principles tested by centuries of human experience. Each rule there is a key that unlocks a door to a life where everything you need comes to you naturally, effortlessly, and powerfully. Before we dive in, I want you to make a commitment to yourself. Take a deep breath, open your mind, and prepare to absorb this wisdom fully. This is not a quick fix. This is a lifelong practice, a journey toward mastery over yourself, your desires, and your destiny. Rule 1. The art of detached desire. Here lies the paradox that traps so many. The more desperately you want something, the further it seems to drift from your grasp. Modern culture tells us to crave, to hustle, to pursue at all costs. But the Stoics discovered something revolutionary. True desire doesn't need desperation. Epictetus, born a slave and becoming one of history's greatest philosophers, taught that wealth is not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This principle extends far beyond material wealth. When you need something, when your happiness depends on obtaining a particular outcome, you bind yourself to anxiety and fear. You create tension that pushes life away. But when you want something without needing it, when you are fully content regardless of the outcome, you create attraction. You become magnetic. Think about the people who seem to attract success effortlessly. They are not frantic. They are not desperate. They hold their goals lightly, like a butterfly resting on their palm. They want beautiful things to happen, but they do not define their worth by whether those things arrive on their timeline. This is what the Stoics call preferred indifference. You prefer a certain outcome, but your peace is not dependent on it. Here's a practical exercise. Take your biggest desire. Hold it in your mind, but do not grip it tightly. Say to yourself, I would love this to happen. I am taking action, but I am okay if it unfolds differently. Feel the release of tension. This is not resignation. This is strength. This is wisdom. Rule 2. Present moment magnetism. Your power does not exist in the past. It does not exist in the future. Your power exists here, now. Most people live mentally scattered, dwelling on regrets, worrying about what hasn't yet come. But all manifestation happens in the present moment. Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." Awareness of the present is not merely seeing or hearing, it is energy, it is presence. The most magnetic people you know are not distracted. They make you feel seen. They are fully present. They are not consumed by what they could or should do. They are rooted in now. When you cultivate present moment awareness, you notice opportunities that others miss. You hear the casual comment that leads to your next big break. You feel the intuitive nudge to take a different path, only to meet exactly the right person. Opportunities are invisible to those whose minds are scattered. A simple practice. Whenever your mind drifts to what if or if only, return to your breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice 3 things around you. This anchors your energy. Presence is not just mindfulness, it is manifestation power. Rule 3. The wisdom of accepted resistance. Life is not gentle. Life is not fair. Obstacles will arise. This is guaranteed. But how you relate to these obstacles determines your results. Marcus Aurelius, amid plagues, wars, and betrayals, wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is the essence of accepted resistance. Every challenge is a teacher. Every delay, every setback, every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more prepared. Consider the oyster. A grain of sand irritates it, and out of that irritation emerges a pearl. Your challenges can be the same, turning discomfort into something valuable. Stop resenting obstacles. Stop expending energy fighting what is. Instead, see them as allies, teachers, and guides. Ask yourself when difficulties arise, how is this serving me? What can I learn? How is this preparing me for what I desire? The universe often has a bigger plan than you see. Resistance is the path, not the enemy. Rule 4. The power of inner authority. You have been giving away your power. Every time you say, "I can't be happy until," you hand the keys to your kingdom over to circumstances. True manifestation begins the moment you reclaim inner authority. Epictetus said, "No one can hurt you without your permission." Your emotions, your peace, your sense of abundance are internal decisions. When you base your self-worth on external conditions, you become a puppet. But when you decide, "I choose my feelings, I choose my energy, I am sovereign inside," the world responds. Opportunities are drawn toward those who are grounded, confident, and free from neediness. Before you check your phone or your bank account, ask yourself, how do I choose to feel right now, regardless of external circumstances? Your inner state dictates your outer world. When you reclaim your inner authority, you become unstoppable. Rule 5. The art of strategic non-action. Sometimes the most powerful thing is to do nothing. Our culture glorifies busyness, but motion is not the same as progress. The Stoics knew the value of waiting, observing, and acting only when aligned with wisdom and opportunity. Lassus, whose philosophy influenced Stoicism, said, "The sage does not attempt anything very big and thus achieves greatness." Patience and stillness can create the space for the universe to deliver what forced action cannot. Like a chess master, you do not move pieces out of habit. You wait for the right moment. Practice strategic non-action. Step back when you've done your part. Trust the process. The universe often needs space to work its magic. This is how stillness becomes strength. Rule 6. Gratitude as a manifesting force. Gratitude is not just politeness. Gratitude is power. Marcus Aurelius acknowledged that even amidst the flaws of humanity, he could find reasons for appreciation. When you cultivate real gratitude, you shift from scarcity to abundance. Feel it. Appreciate your challenges, your strengths, your experiences, your breath, your body, your mind. True Stoic gratitude acknowledges reality while choosing to focus on what works, not what is broken. Gratitude generates a magnetic energy, drawing abundance naturally into your life. Rule 7. Emotional sovereignty. Your emotions are created by you. Seneca reminded us to seek the eternal rather than be swept away by transient excitement. Emotional sovereignty is mastering your inner life. Anger, fear, sadness, they are messages, not masters. When you feel an emotion, ask, "What is this telling me? How can I use it constructively?" Then decide how long to remain in it. You become a conscious creator of energy. Peace, joy, and focus become your tools for manifestation. Rule 8. The philosophy of enough. Happiness is not in more. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor." True abundance comes from the feeling of enough. When you operate from sufficiency rather than scarcity, the universe responds. Desperation disappears, confidence rises, growth and success flow naturally. Take an inventory tonight. Your health, relationships, knowledge, and experiences. Feel how rich your life already is. This energy attracts more. Rule 9. Courage of authentic expression. Living inauthentically blocks manifestation. Marcus Aurelius wrote about avoiding concern with others' opinions. Being authentic aligns your energy with what is truly yours. Speak your truth kindly. Make decisions based on your values. Stop performing roles you were never meant to play. Authenticity repels what isn't yours and attracts what is. Courage to be yourself is courage to manifest fully. Rule 10. Trust in divine timing. The final principle is trusting the unfolding of life. Marcus Aurelius reminded us to love fate. The Stoics understood that events occur in the right moment, often in ways we cannot see. Impatience creates resistance. Delays are not denials, they are protection or preparation. Take action, yes, but hold the outcome lightly. Trust the universe's timing. Life often delivers blessings through unexpected paths. When you integrate these 10 principles, detached desire, presence, accepted resistance, inner authority, strategic non-action, gratitude, emotional sovereignty, the philosophy of enough, authentic expression, and divine timing, you stop forcing life and start flowing with it. You begin to embody the Stoic warrior, calm, powerful, aligned, and magnetic. This is not about giving up on your dreams. It's about raising your consciousness to the level where miracles become natural, synchronicities become common, and the life you seek comes to you because you have prepared your mind, your heart, and your soul to receive it. Relax, trust, become ready. The universe will do the rest. To seal this wisdom into your life, repeat to yourself now: I relax, I trust, and I receive. Let it echo through your mind, your heart, your actions, and know this: Everything you desire is already on its way. Your job is simply to align with these principles, embody them, and be ready. Stay stoic, stay strong, and stay open to miracles.